first speaker today is CARLY SALZMAN. I met her at Discover Marina Del Rey about 1.5 years ago, and I saw this cute little 23-year-old girl that was brighter than you can imagine, and just figured that she could help us. And so she started working part-time on our social marketing, and just has done wonderful things for us. She's working more and more, and she's actually our marketing manager now, and she lives aboard a Hunter 376, and she's going to be our first spokesman. Thank you very much.
Hi everybody. It's funny being on the podium. Usually I'm behind the scenes doing everything, so it's funny being in front of the scenes. Bear with me, I've been a little bit sick the past week, so my voice might crack a little bit. It's not always like this. So, I've been living aboard for about 2 years now. When I first was asked the question about living aboard, my significant other, I thought, heck no. There's no way I'm living aboard a boat with you. What am I going to do with my high heels? How's that going to happen? It's way too small. I'm not living with you in that space, right? So, one thing led to another. I ended up living aboard said, okay, we'll do this for a week, or 2 weeks, or a month max, and then I'm getting my own place. And it ended up being fun. And I just wanted to share kind of some pros and cons that I find, but I definitely think that the pros outweigh the cons. Some of the pros definitely are the camaraderie that you can gain with your dock neighbors. Michael back there is one of our neighbors. It's wonderful for being able to build relationships with people, because right off the bat you have something in common. Whether you're a powerboat or whether you have a sailboat, you're into the water, you love being around the water, you love the wildlife, you love the marine life, you have a respect for the ocean, or whatever, lakes, anything. So that's something really special. You also have a sense of privacy that you don't have anywhere else. You wouldn't think so because you're pretty close to other people, but you don't hear anything. So I really appreciate that part of it. Another thing, being in Los Angeles, it's so bustling. There's so many different things going on. You definitely still hear ambulances, but you feel like you're worlds away. And for me, that's something I hold really dear. Cons, definitely I leave my high heels in my car. No reason to have them on a boat. Sometimes you want to have friends over, you want to have a party, and sometimes you have those friends that aren't used to boating, and they're always, oh, that's really cool. They ask you, oh, are you anchored? No, not anchored. Or they ask you, do you feel, does the boat move? Not really, you know, pretty tight in the slip. So it's kind of awkward sometimes when you have people over and they don't really understand the lifestyle, and you're in a tight space. Sometimes you get a little closer than you normally would, unless you lived in India or something. So that's kind of interesting, but it's fun, and it definitely starts a conversation when people find out that you live on a boat. It's ironic for myself and my significant other, because he lives in construction, and then on the side I work in the mortgage business and real estate. So it's kind of, it's ironic, you know, it's like selling houses and working in houses and all, seeing so many homes, and I choose to live on a boat. And to this day, I always said, okay, in the future I'm going to live on land. Now I say, you know what, let's get a bigger boat. If the cons are just materialistic, and you know, like I have to put my shoes in my car rather than having on the boat, if that's the worst in my world, it's okay. I do miss having a bathtub. That's one thing. And if I could find a boat with a bathtub, that one is mine. Have any of you guys seen a boat with a bathtub? Yeah?
Yes. Morganette
a nice size one? And not mega yacht?
42.
I could fit it.
I need one of those. And another great thing, I'm just kind of going into the cons, but another great thing is my significant other has a child, 7 years old, and it's so beautiful to see him grow up with the lifestyle of being on a boat. It's special just for him being comfortable. There's so many things I can say about it, but just imagine a child growing up with that and thinking it's normal. It's really special to see it, and to see him grow up with that, and just it doesn't even faze him, and he's going to remember that for years to come. And I wish I had that experience as a child. So overall, if you're thinking about living aboard, I definitely recommend it. Coming, 2 years ago, myself would say no way, and now I'm saying I want to live aboard. I don't imagine myself not doing it. So I'll let the next speaker speak, and thank you guys for listening.